You will be consuming more forever chemicals this year.
If you're living in America, you have to tell me if this makes any sense. The food? What is going on?
There are actually too many food-related issues going on currently.
Genuine question for you guys. What the hell is going on with our food?
I'm so sick of the food here. I'm so sick of it tasting like absolute shit.
Whoa. Posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one.
You will be consuming more forever chemicals this year and in future years as a result of the 3 new PFAs, forever chemical pesticides, that were just approved by the EPA. Why is no one talking about this? Why is no one rioting? Why is no one doing anything about this? Paul Saladino, why are you not calling up your boy RFK and asking, hey, what happened to making America healthy again? These forever chemicals, these pesticides, are not only strongly associated with the C word, with endocrine disruption, with hormonal imbalances, they have been proven to have those issues, to cause those issues. This is a massive, massive problem that not enough people know about, not enough people are talking about, and no one really seems to be doing anything about it.
People are noticing something is off with our food. If you take one look at many of the food labels in our grocery stores, you would know something is off when it comes to our food. Food is becoming more and more processed every single year, and we are starting to see the effects from this. Kids are growing up with health problems, and cancer is rising amongst young adults. Most food used to have pretty simple ingredients, but now everything we eat seems to give us some health problems, for the sake of profit, of course. Take a look at these videos and let me know what you think in the comments below.
If you're living in America, you have to tell me if this makes any sense. The food? What is going on? Like, it does not taste like food. Like, something's off. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
There's something our food makers are doing to our food that is making us really sick. Watch this. Do you see this? It's wheat. And there's something they're doing to it that's making us sick on a cellular level. And no, it's not some poison they're spraying on our food, although I think that might be part of the problem too. They're doing it to this, and even to this. Do you know what they are doing? You see, sugar in nature looks like this, but food processors are doing something to sugar cane to make it taste better and last longer. And after they've done that, it looks like this. They're turning sugar cane into sugar, apples into apple juice, wild rice turned into white rice, and the wheat is going from this to this, all by removing the most nutrient-dense part. They are removing the fiber, and we are getting sicker and sicker. The best thing we can do is eat whole foods in their natural form. But don't get me wrong, even our whole foods today aren't nearly as nutritious as they were 100 years ago. We've been genetically modifying them to become sweeter and have less fiber. If you're not already supplementing fiber, now is the time.
There is shit in our food. There is literal human shit in our produce. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the daily scream. Apparently, the universe took one good look at inflation, rent prices, climate change, and the collapse of democracy and decided, you know what would really tie this room together? Shit in our salad. The CDC says more than 1,600 Americans across 34 states are now confirmed to have cyclospora, with another 5,100 suspected cases still being investigated. And if you're wondering what cyclospora is, medically speaking, it's an intestinal parasite. The parasite spreads through food or water contaminated with human feces. Most commonly, fresh produce, meaning somewhere between the farm and the store, human shit landed on your plate. Health officials still don't know exactly where this is coming from, which is honestly incredible, because usually when there's shit everywhere, eventually somebody finds the asshole responsible. Get it? Shit everywhere. Asshole responsible. No? Okay. Symptoms include nausea, bloating, fatigue, and what doctors clinically describe as explosive diarrhea. Now, washing your produce helps reduce the risk, but the CDC says that sanitizers and chemical disinfectants may not completely remove the cyclospora. Cases this time last year 249. This year, more than 1,600 cases have been confirmed, and there are thousands more waiting to be verified. And that's probably because the Trump administration rolled back on the surveillance network responsible for tracking cyclospora. So yeah, unfortunately, now if you decide to get a Caesar salad, there is a non-zero chance that you're eating human shit.
Okay, y'all, we got a problem. This bread is over a year old and looks fresher than we do on a Monday morning.
Okay, we literally got so many breads. They're literally all a year old. Not a single one has molded. And we've got a bunch of different kinds. We've got hot dog buns and bagels, but none of them have mold. They're like, you could tell it's a year old. It's harder than a rock. Some of them are soft.
These, like, they're still soft on the inside. They're squishy. I mean, they're
so is this. This is super soft.
I mean, and that's like December of 2024. I don't know what we were gonna do with hot dogs around Christmas. Don't ask me that right now. But we have everything from tortillas to flaxseed wraps to lavish bread.
Great value, name brand, all of it.
This chick didn't believe me when I told her the bread used to mold when we were kids, like within 3 or 4 days. But like this is concerning. So we're gonna start a series. Does it mold? Like, let us know in the comments. Like, what do you want us to try? Cheese, snacks, Twinkies. We don't know. We don't care. Just drop in the comments. We'll give it a shot.
There are actually too many food-related issues going on currently. There's way too many issues with the food, to the point where it doesn't necessarily feel coincidental. It would feel like a coincidence if it were just a couple of things being recalled, but it's the recalls on top of parasites, on top of foodborne illness. And it's just happening at such an alarming rate. It's like exponentially. Daily, it's something new coming out relating to food that would affect the health of humans who are ingesting the food. And I don't know, but to me, that just doesn't feel coincidental. And I understand that there have been funding cuts to areas who are supposed to, help with these issues that are currently going on. But even if that is the case, it's like, that's still an issue, and there are far too many issues going on currently at the same time relating to food. Like, that is the main issue overall. And it's like, of course it was the healthy food and the produce, and then also eggs, and just all of these things where it's like, these are the things that aren't necessarily bad for people to consume. So it's seeming like the only foods that are safe, it would literally be just the processed foods left at some point. Like, all of the real food is having an issue, so then the only food left for people to consume safely at some point, if it's not recalled, would be processed foods. And then the unprocessed foods are the things that are having all the issues. But that's the actual food that's unprocessed and is meant for consumption. I don't know. I just feel like something's going on.
Genuine question for you guys. What the hell is going on with our food?
You guys, I got a rubbery avocado. Wait, I need to show you this. This is insane. Oh, disgusting. Banana is not supposed to bend that way.
Would you look at this? Just look at this. This is supposed to be an orange.
I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like, you gotta bend it so far before it will break.
I thought it was watermelon season.
But since when is watermelon doing this? I'm trying to break it.
Hey, I ain't the one to come to social media about shit, but Sam's Club, what the fuck is going on with y'all's chicken, bro? Like, why the fuck this shit look like that? Like, all I did was rinse this shit off, vinegar, baking soda, and this shit just, like, coming apart type shit. Like, I see the texture in that bitch. Like ever since they changed to that plastic packaging, bro, this shit just been mad weird, bro. Like.
Genuinely, what is going on with our food? Like, I get it. We have high fructose corn syrup, we have artificial dyes, we have preservatives, BHAs, BHTs, we have trans fats and excessive sodium. There's also emulsifiers and thickeners as well as MSGs, but literally what is happening to our fruits? What is going on with the meats, the poultry? Why is our food not food anymore? The bread doesn't mold. It no longer falls apart when it comes into contact with water. When I buy fruits and vegetables from stores instead of the farmer's market, sometimes I find that they don't mold. I highly suggest that if you have the means and the time, start making your own food from scratch at home or start shopping at farmer's markets, because this is getting ridiculous.
I'm so sick of the food here. I'm so sick of it tasting like absolute shit. We spend the most money that we've ever spent on groceries right now, and they taste the nastiest they've ever tasted. Bitch, I'm about to be a vegan. Who the fuck? Costco? Bitch? Why the fuck you put an expired chicken out for sale? When you pulled it out of the package, it was super soft and squishy, and it was brown and kind of blue. And the smell, fuck off. I don't even know what to cook anymore. I'm always trying to come up with new meals and cook shit throughout the week. I'm tired. And here's the thing, I rarely cook chicken because, well, it's fucking chicken. Yuck. The texture and everything about it has changed over the years. Ever since COVID, I swear to fuck, I don't give a fuck. It's changed and it's gross no matter which way you cook it. The only way I can cook it now is in the crock pot. Nothing tastes good. Nothing tastes good. And damn near everything, even if it's organic, grass-fed, fucking pasture-raised bullshit, has like 17 million ingredients on the back if you don't look. Soybean oils and all this fucking shit that we're not supposed to eat that causes cancer, blah, 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 blah. Like, everybody, fuck off.
There is something wrong with the food in America, and I will fucking die on this hill. Like, I've been back for 3 days, and I immediately already have bloating, acid reflux, heartburn, and a stomach ache after every single meal I've had since I've been home. That's not fucking normal, and we need to be talking about it.
Same person, same habits, completely different results.
Okay, is it me? I've never seen chicken stringy like this. Like, am I tripping? Have y'all seen this before? Because I'm very freaked out.
I'm sorry, that just makes me nauseous.
And in case you needed more proof that the government is trying to harm us, I bought this bread months ago. This is the expiration date. It is best used by December 28th, 2025. It is currently February 10th or 11th of 2026. This bread has absolutely no imperfections, nothing. And I used to have to like freeze my bread, the same bread like years ago, just because it went bad on me so quick. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're getting us fake bread.
That was my first concern when I came to America.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Whoa. Posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon.
Are strawberries supposed to like do that? Look at that.
Disgusting. Banana is not supposed to bend that way.
Guys, I don't think chocolate's supposed to look like this. Why is it so like elasticy?
What the fuck is this? This was an apple.
It has like this blue kind of tinge to it. It's almost like it's just like plastic.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Bro, potato don't do that.
It don't. It's like hollow on the inside. Bro, what?
Is this a fake mango? I've seen a lot of rubber fruit conspiracies, and I think that I got one. This mango was so bendy. I was bending it as hard as I could, and it wouldn't.
Just look at this.
Just cut it up to half for lunch. I don't know what's going on,
But since when is watermelon?
It just doesn't sit right.
That ain't right.
With me.
No.
Layers of, I don't even know, like layers. I go and cut my watermelon. It looked like a piece of steak. I never ever thought I would find the viral freaking watermelon that people have been posting on TikTok.
I have a theory about why none of us like food anymore, why food tastes disgusting, why things taste different, why we get hungry but we just like can't find anything appealing.
Guys, I have a problem. I'm starting not to like to eat food anymore. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love food, so that's a big deal. Not just that, but food period just seems like it's starting to taste more and more disgusting. And I can't even describe it. Like, it just doesn't taste the same like it used to.
So about 11 years ago, I moved to Virginia, and one of the first people I met, she lived on a farm and she ate like only local food. And she was talking to me about eggs one day. I don't even know how it came up. And I was like, what? Eggs are eggs. And she was like, no, they're not. And she brought me an egg from her chickens. And when I cracked that shit open, it literally, like from that moment on, it changed my whole attitude about food. And the thing is that when I cracked the egg open, it was a shade of orange that I've never seen in food before. And that is because it was from a healthy chicken. The chickens that are raised for us are raised in like generally really horrific conditions. Like if you've never seen a truck barreling down the highway with hundreds of chickens on the back of it, like crammed into tiny cages, like I see it all the time around here because it's a rural area. It's absolutely awful and heartbreaking and gross. But this chicken was healthy. It was free range. It ate not just like feed, but it ate like table scraps and all this other, like the things that chickens are supposed to eat. I mean, there's actual eggs in the grocery store labeled as vegetarian. Chickens are not vegetarian. Chickens should not be eating vegetarian. They root around and they eat bugs and stuff. Farmers that raise chickens for factory production, their chickens are not living in those conditions. And that's why that egg looked different. Not only that, it was harder to crack. The eggshell itself was thicker and harder because it's from a healthy chicken. That's what eggs are supposed to be like. They're supposed to have thicker, harder shells and deep, orangey yellow yolks. That's how you know you have an egg from a healthy chicken. Like when you are completely disconnected from food, the way that all of us are, the majority of Americans rely on factories and companies and grocery stores for our food. And so we're not growing it. I mean, there's actual, like, even check where you live, like there's actual city laws and ordinances that sometimes prevent people from growing food. I tried to get chickens legalized in the city where I live, and one of the biggest opponents was about a half hour from us. There's a whole bunch of like poultry factories, like processing plants. They were not happy. And the poultry growers who like raise chickens for them in these disgusting conditions, they were not happy. They literally like argued against it and tried to say that if we had chickens in my city, like just our own chickens that we raised for eggs, then we would put their chickens at risk because our chickens would get diseases and it would be passed along to their chickens. I shit you not, this was an argument. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but my point is that until you have if everything you eat is disgusting, and I know this is hard because there are food deserts in America where like you can't get access to fresh local food. But if you're able to, and also, by the way, this is more expensive. So financially, I know it's not always possible. But if you're able to do it, get yourself an egg from a local chicken. Here's another example. My youngest son fucking hates carrots. We went to an educational farm and they gave him a carrot to try and he did not want to eat it. And he finally gave in and tried it. And he loved it because it tastes completely different than the carrots that you get in the grocery store. I didn't know that carrots came in a variety of colors. They're only offered certain foods in grocery stores. My whole entire life, I fucking hated sweet potatoes. They made me gag. And then I'm not allowed to grow food where I live. I'm not allowed to plant anything in the ground in my apartment complex. I started gardening a little bit at my partner's house, and someone local gave me purple sweet potato slips, and I managed to grow some, and I'm thinking like it's just for my partner. I fucking loved them. Like, they're delicious. They're now one of my favorite things to eat is purple sweet potatoes. So anyway, my theory is that whether we're conscious of it or not, we are, as a society, we're tired of being so disconnected from our foods. We're tired of being fed factory food. Like, a lot of the food that we eat is created and it's disgusting. We're getting sick. There's listeria, there's E. coli. That's all from dirty equipment. I don't know. My theory is that we're just tired of the processed shit, and so many of us don't know that there's alternatives out there and that they completely taste different. The sad part is that, like, food that does taste good, like local food, farm fresh food, food that hasn't been processed, like, it's all so much more expensive than the garbage in the grocery stores. And the garbage in the grocery stores is already getting more and more expensive, but there's fewer farmers. Yeah, I don't know how to fix it, but I'm telling you, like, just give it a shot. If you're sick of food, if you think everything tastes disgusting, and if you're able to get something local, just try that. Just even try stuff that you've never liked before. If you've only ever eaten it from a grocery store, try it from a local farmer.
Something is seriously off with our food. The same food that used to have simple ingredients is now chock full of preservatives and chemicals that keep the food lasting longer and tastier, but it's also very unhealthy for us. Most food in our grocery stores, if you live in America, is pure junk food, and even a lot of our meat is being soaked in chemicals before sold to us. Food is also becoming more expensive and people are caring less and less about proper diets, which leads to many of us obviously having health problems. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, but most importantly, thank you for watching.